You actually said something that actually makes sense for a change.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know what? Lightning strikes at least once.
Yeah. Now, did you say there was a new season of Food Wars dropping? Because I thought it was done. I'm pretty sure it's done.
No, it's not done. There.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit podcast. It's your favorite host, the most Sound the Bomb, and I have an EX episode here that I think is super cool. With me is Jason, aka Chef Soma.
Going.
What's going on, dude? Okay, so first and foremost, formal apologies all around, but mostly to Jason right here. And apologies to y'all, because here's what happened is, of course, you guys remember my whole discourse with me getting a new computer and all that, and which, thank you, by the way. And how it took me a while to like get all the YouTube episodes uploaded, and I was behind on those because I didn't have all the right programs and stuff. I had actually recorded an episode with Jason before all that was going down, and then the way I was recording their audio was like I didn't think to like record a backup, and then it was a bunch of hooliganism. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna have to edit it down because there's some parts where we got cut off and here and there, and then I didn't get to it right away, and then I got the new computer, and then some other stuff happened, and I messaged Jason, and I was like, yeah, so here's what happened. And obviously he was super kind enough to forgive me a little bit, just a little bit, and be like, no, let's do this. And I was like, okay, cool. So we got to talk about this, okay? Because I wanted to do more EX episodes where I have other kinds of creative type people on. And, you know, I've had on bands before, but I've never had a chef. And that was like my whole thing. And plus it's like, this food truck is super cool. And I'm going to have Jason send me some photos to use as the thumbnail so you can see the pictures of the truck, because it's super cool, and the menu and all that. We'll have all the links in the description, of course, to the social medias where you can see all that good stuff. But Jason, how are you, dude? And again,
I'm good, man. I'm good.
I'm so sorry. Like, your girl
No,
dropped
no,
the
no,
ball.
no. It's look.
I will commit
Wait.
Sudoku.
Oh no. God, please don't. No. It's honestly, you know, with everything that's been going on and how stressful everything's been with life, it's like, you know what? It's not the end of the world. Accidents happen. It could be a lot worse than that. So it's cool. You know, mistakes happen. And you know what? As soon as you was like, hey, yeah, we might have to do this again because it sounds really choppy, I was like, you know what? Yeah, it's cool. I was doing it from my phone. So it's okay. You know, it's fine. We'll go ahead and get the chance. We'll finally get a chance to, when I finally get some off time, some downtime from work, I will definitely come in and help you out.
Right, because on top of the food truck, you're working other jobs too. You know, like other catering jobs and stuff like that too.
No.
Oh, you're not?
I'm a manager at GameStop is what I've been doing.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so we got the opening for Tears of the Kingdom coming out on Friday.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's been a little hectic and crazy, but I got the month off so I could focus on the food truck, which was like my main thing. I'm glad my boss was nice enough to allow me to do that, you know.
Well, it's con
With all
season.
Yeah, well, not even just that. Honestly, it literally is just because once the summer hits is their off season. Kind of like how, you know, the NBA is when they have the playoffs, they win championship, have the off season.
Right.
That's their off seasons during the summertime. Whereas restaurants and stuff, it really depends on what restaurant you're working at. They're like, hey, yeah, we'll need you to come in. So for me, I'm like, hey, it's con season. I'm bringing my truck to these different conventions. I'm gonna need this time off.
Right.
You know, and honestly, I'm glad I took the time off the way I did because, like, we've really been hitting the ground running, getting all the parts and stuff that's needed. Me and my loving, awesome crew, which I need to give a shout out to somebody because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have the damn truck in the first place.
Do it.
You know, my bestie and one of the most amazing partners I could ever ask for, Amanda Bassett, is the reason why I got this damn truck.
Amanda
And they've been helping me out. they've been helping me out since day one. Like really been helping me out, and like we both been working like crazy to make sure we get this stuff done. So come if not tomorrow, hopefully this weekend, we can start putting the parts together, get the electrical stuff done, and getting everything else situated, so that way we should have the truck done by next Thursday at the latest, if we really do what we need to do.
For sure. And I think because the last time we spoke, it was out of commission for a little bit, and it was the winter.
Yeah.
It was still winter when we spoke a few months ago, right? So like, and we're both in the Midwest, so like, it's still cold out and stuff, and
No, it's not cold. No, we've been in warmer weather actually. It's been like 78, 80 degrees outside.
oh, lately,
and
yeah.
stuff, so yeah.
But like last time we spoke,
nice.
it was still like,
Oh yeah, it was snowing.
yeah.
So, it was brutal because like our batteries were gone. Like they were shot. So we're like, oh, this isn't good. We need to go ahead and get new batteries. So we got the new batteries, but the problem was it got super cold outside. And because we didn't go out there to start it, it was off. So I went into freak out mode. I'm like, wait a second, hang on. We're both freaking out. I said, no, wait. I remember, if you leave a car out for too long, you don't start it, it's going to go off. So all you have to do is just give it a jump. So we jumped it, and every single day, consistently, I would go on ahead and start the truck.
Right. Yep.
Literally happened. It was a lot easier.
Literally happened to me this winter. That happened. Literally happened to my car. I was like, God dang it! I should have, because I didn't go out and start it.
Yeah, that was my issue too. I didn't think about it. I was like, I'll get to it when I get to it. It's fine. It's the worst that can happen. Well, right. Jason, what you don't know is, you jackass, your car isn't going to work. That's going to happen.
FYI.
Yeah, just to let you know, you fucking idiot. Your car's not going to start because your battery's shot. Dummy.
So just to give y'all like a little summarization of when we spoke last time, that's kind of what we were talking about, was where the truck was and some plans for cons that we were hitting, or that you were hitting rather. And we were talking about identities and what it means to be a chef, what it means to be an artist, and things like that. It was really cool. And then but I think what's cool, and I don't want to sound like, I don't want to make you repeat things, but I might make you repeat
No, you're
things.
good. No, it's all good. You're good.
Because like, obviously I want the people have to know. The people have to know to go to the truck and get a large order of Demon Slayer wings. Like that's that's what I'm saying.
I mean, if you want to be fair, as a matter of fact, let me send you the pictures of this food real quick so you see what I've been up to.
So last time we spoke, we didn't have any formal pictures of the food.
No, we did not. No, I was literally was like, I'll get to it when I get to it, but now I've been really kicking it into high gear and really getting this stuff done.
So by the way, when you guys are listening to this, it's Saturday, and this will both be out on the feed and YouTube. So, but like today is it's Wednesday, right? So after when Jason says this weekend, obviously this weekend. But like, let's see some of that, dude, because we were when we were talking last time, he was describing these to me, and I was just like, I'm a big girl, okay? So I'm just like, keep going. Like
salivating at the thought of this shit. Like,
I should have ate something before. Damn it.
Sounds so fucking good. All right, so I am sending you the pictures now.
Sure.
So the first one I sent you, along with the video that's uploading, is what I made yesterday, which is the signature chicken sandwich, but it's called the Soma chicken sandwich, since that's my nickname.
Yeah.
The next one is the Wagyu beef bowl dandori. So it's Wagyu steak, and you cook it for 2 minutes on each side. It's a little undercooked. It's more rare than mid-rare, which is okay.
This is how I love it.
But yeah, obviously,
Yeah.
The other one is chicken lo mein, which was a lot of fun. And then the very last one is your Demon Slayer wings, which is the Rengoku Demon Slayer wings, which I accidentally made way too goddamn spicy.
Way too hot.
Okay, I was like, oh man, I fucked up. Oh, man, because Rengoku is orange, and his stuff is fire.
Yeah.
So I already have the Tanjiro chicken bowl like that. I have that already. Which, by the way, I did not show you that. That's new. which it was so good that one of my favorite YouTubers contacted me, asked me to do a collab with him. So,
Oh hell yeah!
which by the way, this is super, super important. I'm not the only chef that's going to be cooking on my truck at MomoCon. I have two other amazing anime chefs just like me. They're women, beautiful black women. One is named Chef Desmaki, and the other one is named Chef Desi. Chef Desmaki, she has this thing called the Killer Bee Jamaican Jerk Tacos.
Okay, sorry. Let me stop you right there. Say that one more time.
You
The
heard
Killer
me.
Bee what?
Yep, the Killer Bee Jamaican Jerk Tacos.
Oh, there's a picture right there. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
also
have to
having
make an
Korean
immigrant
corn
link.
dogs on there.
I'm gonna have to make an immigrant link and upload all these so you guys can click it on the description and see all these. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
We also have boba tea, which I'm sending you both videos of the boba tea as well, which they're currently working on right now as we speak.
I'm so fat.
They're
right
in
now.
there getting the boba tea together because we've been really trying to get this together. It's the Sailor Scout boba teas, which are named. Each boba is flavored and named after a Sailor Scout or someone that was in Sailor Moon that has a significant meaning to it.
Sure.
So we have the Tuxedo Mask boba, which is cookies and cream.
Oh,
Even though he was like completely useless in the entire show.
but you didn't
that's
even
the
do
point.
anything, and he just goes away.
Exactly. Yeah. He's like, believe in yourself, but you didn't do anything. My job is done, but
Yeah.
you didn't do anything. And proceeds to run off. Like, what?
It drinks itself before you can drink it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so lost and confused on what it is this man was doing.
Oh, there's videos. Okay, this is perfect.
Yes. Yes, there are videos as well.
Oh wait, what is this one with the steak and the? Oh my god.
That's the Ryoko bento box, a steak and chicken with the veggies. It's actually, I've been a very, very, very busy
Dude,
person.
you've been adding. This is because this stuff you're sending is not even on the original menu you sent me. This is from last time. This is.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, let me get a bite of this sandwich. Hold up. Let me peep game on this video right quick. Oh my god. Just seeing those little bubbles going at the bottom of the cup. And just-
And this is the Tandro chicken ball I just sent you.
Okay, yeah. See, this looks good, man. You got the sauces on top.
Mm-hmm.
You got the, and you of course you're gonna throw a little nori in there, a little
Have to.
added crunch after having all that rice, of course.
Have to.
Oh
It's a
my
must. And then that's the other one that we made. So you get two different versions of it. I did as well to make sure everything looked according to the way it does in the anime. So
Oh sure. That's what's up, dude.
Trying.
That looks delicious. Oh my god, dude.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna send you the original picture what the original Demon Slayer wings looked like when I first did it.
Yeah, dude, please do.
This, like, mind you, this is from like 2019, 2020. That's how they looked before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that when you made them too hot?
No. That was
just the
just
first-
right. Like, yeah, that was
Okay.
the very first time I ever made them.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
was back then. That was when Demon Slayer like first came out.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that looks cool. And then I watched it and was like, this is not an anime for me. I'm not a fan of this.
That's right. You did say
guys
that the
can-
last time. Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
was
were
like, you
like,
guys can have this. This is not Mount. There is a character I like. He's new. All right, he ain't even using the sword. My boy pulling out the gun.
he pulls out the gat. Yeah.
Pulls out the gun and shoots people. I'm like, I might cosplay that guy.
Yeah.
They're
dude.
like, why? He's got a gun. Okay,
Yeah,
he
that's-
has a gun.
Yeah, and you don't need to sell it to me, all right? I'm like, I'm already into it.
All right.
That's
So
Jason.
he's got a gun? Yes.
Dude, I mean, okay, so of course all you listeners out there, you can't see what I'm saying, but again, I'm gonna make an immigrant link and put all these out there, and you guys can look at these and get hyped for these as we roll on. Now, okay, so that's the thing too, right? And when we were talking last time, we were kind of mentioning it was more so we were just kind of planning, like, yeah, you know, I plan on going to this con and this con, and that's what I want to do, and
Yep.
so, but now, for real,
Definitely.
yeah, now
for
it's-
real. I
now you're
have
gonna
the
be there.
exact amount of conventions I'm going to. The only one that's a maybe as far as the truck is concerned is DreamCon, and
Mhm.
that only reason why is because there's no vendor fee with them. It's more so somebody has to recommend the food truck to them. So because
Oh.
I haven't been active yet, mind you, I still have time. Like the convention isn't until July, and they still have time to pick it up. People have been talking about the truck
Right.
through the grapevine. So MomoCon is a make or break type of situation for me. Like,
Sure.
all right, so you are a fan of horror movies, aren't you?
Me? Oh yeah. I think I think I
Okay.
mentioned that last
Yeah,
time.
we
a
had
little,
a
in passing.
So for me, basically, like when Jordan Peele came out with Get Out, right?
Oh, God.
That was like a huge thing for the black community.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was a make or break. Because it was like, okay, we have a lead director, a lead actor, great names, mind you, amazing actors and actresses in this film. Is it going to flop or is it going to be successful? It was not only successful, it won 2 Oscars.
Right.
Yeah, sure, they won it for comedy, whatever, because Lil Rel he was in there and stuff. But that's kind of like how it is for my truck. It's a make or break situation for the black anime community, the anime community, the blurreds, the black nerd community, and the nerd community. So I'm kind of getting hit from all different fronts.
Sure. Yeah.
And on top of that, which we're like, mind you, you talked about this, a little bit. We didn't get into length in it, but it's also a big deal for the LGBTQ community because I'm pansexual.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
it's not one of those things where, and mind you, damn near every last one of the people I work with is a member of the LGBTQ. So,
Which that was what I mentioned earlier. Is that was one of the things we talked about. Was like queer
Yeah, it
creatives
is.
and
Mhm.
and I'm
And it's
Mexican and
like-
Asian, so color creatives and LGBTQ, which was cool. You
Yeah.
know, so I'm glad we could just touch on that again a little bit.
So when so when you're indigenous, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
You're a person of color, it's a big deal. So especially with me, because think about it, I'm a black man cooking Asian cuisine. How many black people do you know that's cooking Asian cuisine?
Right. Right.
That's that off rip. That alone is gonna catch eyes. Like one of my favorite chefs that I got the opportunity to learn from when I was in school finally got her own show. And I'm like, oh, dude, that's dope. She has her own show. That's really cool because people now get the chance to see how good she is. And I'm like, wow, this is in a way kind of coming full circle for me because I remembered when I was in college for cooking and stuff like that, she kept telling me, if you keep doing what you're doing, you're only going to get better. Keep pushing forward, keep doing what you're doing, and you're going to be at probably, if not the best level that you've ever been on, you're going to get towards that. And right now, I'm just evolving more and more and more into this really, really amazing chef. Like I can make the same thing 2 different times, and I guarantee you it's going to taste better each time you have it.
Yeah, you can see it. You can see the growth.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and it's funny too because I feel like chefs and illustrators like myself, almost sometimes we can't see it until someone else says it, and then when that someone else says it, then it's like, oh, actually, you're kind of right. I actually am improving on this. Like, you know what I mean?
No,
like,
that's true. That's true. Because like, if you look back at pictures of when I first got started, which was like 2016, 2017, well, 2017 versus now, it looks like an entirely different chef. Like, I went from burning fried chicken, making mediocre dishes for MasterChef, to where if I made the dishes now, they would look like an entirely different dish. They would look more refined, more professional. I'd have a puree sauce that goes with it, where the equipment that I have even now is so different compared to what's back then. So, of course, I remember when me and you talked about it before, you asked me about shows. Oh, now I finally have an answer for you on why it is I don't do shows. So, a lot of people don't know this, but most cooking shows have a popularity contest.
right.
You have to have a specific amount of followers for them to really talk to you because of publicity. So when I contacted Guy's Grocery Games, and I contacted was not Hell's Kitchen, Next Level Chef, they were like, your dishes look exquisite, your dishes look amazing, but how many followers do you have? And I was like, I don't even think I even have 2,500. Like my follow rate is really, really substantially low. And it's not really my fault. That's just how it is. There's literally nothing I can do about that. It's not like I have this crazy fan base.
Well, and you got to get out there more, which you haven't had a chance to do yet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, that's really been the biggest thing because
Because they
like
want to use you to sell the show. That's part of it, right? So it's like, yeah.
exactly. Because like right now, I'm looking at it on my Instagram. I have 997 followers, and I guarantee you, a good amount of those followers is 9 times out of 10 probably like bots, rather than the amount of people that are actually truly trying to follow me.
Right.
Which is, it's fine. It's whatever. Like it is what it is. Not much you can
It's
really
a
do
numbers
about
game, yeah.
it. And I'm like, that's fine because there's other ways to open up a door and get to where you need to be. Look at how many times Bruce Lee got a no from Hollywood, goes off to China, makes a bunch of different martial art films, and now all of a sudden he's arguably one of the most famous, movie guys on the planet. Then he becomes, Kato and the Green Hornet, and then does Enter the Dragon, which still arguably is one of the greatest martial art films of all time. This man has been dead since the 1970s, and people still talk about how great he was.
Right.
And what he went through as far as adversity. Look at Samuel Jackson. Look at how long it took for him to become famous.
Right.
So for me, I'm like, you know what? It's cool. My time will come when it needs to happen. Right now, I'm really happy. For the first time ever in a long time, I'm happy because I know when this happen, when we go to MomoCon, folks are gonna go crazy when they see the truck.
Right.
Folks are gonna want to come up there and ask for food.
Right.
I have friends that are vendors at MomoCon, and they're like, "Hey, is there any other place that we can get food?" I got tagged in this post earlier, and I almost started crying. They go, "Hey, check out Jason. His food truck's gonna be there. It's making his debut. You're gonna want to hit him up and look at all the food that he's got." And this is one of my friends that lives in Memphis, who I haven't gotten a chance to talk to in a while. And she goes, "Oh my God, he's gonna be there. Yeah, I'm buying all the food off the menu." I'm sorry, you're doing what? You're doing what? I'm sorry, run that by me again one more time. You're doing what?
You're doing what?
Yeah, she's buying all of the food off of the truck. And one of the items that we're making tonight is Korean corn dogs.
Oh God.
Yeah, we're doing Korean corn dogs, so that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
My God. Step into the light.
Yeah, it's like when I told my best friend, because he's a little heavy. He goes, "Oh, I'm not gonna be a skinny man. You're gonna make me thick."
Damn it, Jason! I just lost 20 pounds. Damn it.
It's okay. I got healthy, healthy options on there too. I have a veggie bowl. It's just straight up vegetables. It's steamed, it's got some sauce on it, but it's still good.
I mean, if I'm gonna say this, like, as long as you feel good and you feel healthy, but also this, MomoCon is May 25th to the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's MomoCon, right? Treat yourself.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Because mind you, you're there from Thursday to Sunday. Have fun. That's the whole point of this. Have fun and just enjoy yourself.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dog. That's what's up. So, wait a second. Hold on a sec. So, is there another planned con after this one, or?
Okay, so this is where the fun really begins, because this is another thing that I've been up to for a while and I haven't spoke on it.
Okay, yeah, because you haven't told me this next thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I'm in pro wrestling. A lot of people don't know this, but I've been in pro wrestling since 2014.
Nice.
I'm finally making my in-ring debut on June 24th, which is the next event that we'll be doing in Memphis, Tennessee with NOCW.
Dude, what?
And then July 1st, I'll make my return back to the MMA ring and a kickboxing bout in Tampa, Florida, which is the event after that. And then we have one. I think there's only one of them I know for a fact I'm missing as far as the pro wrestling gigs. I'm missing one for DreamCon, which is super important. I can't afford to miss that. That's really, really important because I have a panel there, which I think you'll get a kick out of this. The panel is me and my martial arts crew, my loving friends and brothers. We show you how to do your favorite martial art fight scenes in real life.
Oh, hell yeah.
Last year, we did Hajime no Ippo. We did Attack on Titan. We did, what was it? Jujutsu Kaisen, Baki. That was it. That was it. Outside of Naruto. So this year, we have 2 hours to show off our stuff. We're allowed to use weapons, and they might actually, and this is still a maybe, this is in the air, but they might actually let us demonstrate what it would be like if you got into an actual fight with somebody.
Oh, sure.
and what we can do to show you how to properly defend yourself.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
No, you did not tell me the wrestling thing last time. Well, I know last time when we were kind of going off about movies and stuff, I told you I was a big fan of martial arts films and stuff. And I think we talked about that for a little bit because you were too.
Yeah, we did. We most definitely did.
Yeah, that's super cool. Cool. Well, this is like a triple threat, man, because we got a chef, martial artist, and pro wrestler. So I mean, that's that's more than I could ask for. That's legit. Yeah. So that's at the what con was that? You said the one after.
Okay, so the martial arts demonstration is going to be at DreamCon, but
the wrestling,
pro wrestling debut is no. This is in Memphis. This is June 24th. It's a month later. It's going to be in Memphis, Tennessee, NOCW.
Okay.
Which is really dope because this is an organization I've worked for a few years, and they're putting a belt on me, which is really dope. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure you watch WWE and know what the 24/7 championship is, right?
Yeah, I haven't kept up lately, but yeah. Yep.
Okay, so it's that meets Money in the Bank. So what I have is a title that I could use at any given time on any champion at any given time. If they get knocked out, I can trade it in, pin them 1, 2, 3. Or if I do the John Cena route and say, oh, I want a match, here's where things get a little topsy-turvy. They choose the stipulations when I go against them. So if they say a street fight, that's what we have. Hell in a Cell, that's what we have. TLC, that's what we have. So it's one of those situations. So what I'm doing is smart. I'm bringing a title that doesn't have a lot of market value and give it the market value it deserves. Because this title was amazing. The first guy who owned it, he did amazing things with it. It was actually a challenge that he did. And now it's become something that it shouldn't be. It's like it's trash. So when I was talking to the promoter, who's also a really good friend of mine, he was like, hey, I think it's time we bring the title back and we put it on you. I want to see what you could do with this. Like, you're really good on the mic. I've heard your promos, and stuff like that. And when we get done with this May 20th show, I want your truck there. And I was like, okay, cool, under one condition. He goes, well, so you let me keep my proceeds and I give you a percentage.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I give you a percentage.
That's smart.
Take it as a vendor's fee, if you will.
Yeah. That's really smart because now you have one thing working for you for the other.
Mm-hmm.
And
plus, I'm not losing out on any money. I'm making more money because I know I'll sell out because they like food trucks anyways. And with him, I can change the menu up at any time. So for his stuff, I would do burgers, nachos, hot dogs, corn dogs, even a little bit of carnival food, if anything
event
like that.
Food. Yeah.
Yeah, and mind you, this isn't the first time I've done it. I did this at an MMA and boxing show and made $6,800 with just burgers and nachos. And the burgers were smash burgers, and the nachos was stuff that you would get at a normal show.
Right.
We didn't even charge a lot for it. The nachos ran like $4. The burgers were $5. The double burgers were $6. So everything was pretty evenly priced out. The beer was expensive, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not getting a beer."
Yeah, right.
I'm not paying no $12 for a bottle of beer.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'll drink the one that might kill me. I'll take that.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's perfect. That's literally how you do it, right? I mean, that's like
the goal is to get Keith Lee to try my food.
Oh, that's
my goal. My goal is to get Keith Lee to try my food. If I can get him to try my food, I know I'm doing something good.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's the goal. Cause so we talked about this, but for the new viewers and people that's going to hear this, I do not fuck with this restaurant at all. I fuck with their customer service and their lemonade is to die for. I fucking hate Chick-fil-A.
Right.
Fucking customer service is amazing.
Yeah.
I gotta give that to them. Their customer service is absolutely amazing. It's like, damn, dude, I get why it is you guys are like slaves over here, dude. You get paid $18 an hour, you get medical, you get your time off, and you get a Sunday off. That's great. Still fucking hate this place, but damn, you made me feel like I've known you for 20 years. So I told my staff, you guys have to be as if you are working in an environment where you're working for Chick-fil-A.
Sure.
If you don't have the Chick-fil-A mindset, you cannot work on my truck. If you're having a bad day, then go to the side and work on an area where you're not around people, because like, mind you, say for instance you came to the truck and one of my workers was having a shit day and they were mean to you.
Right.
That just put a bad taste in your mouth. Fuck the fact of how good the food is.
Right.
The service is what's super important too.
Right.
The service is just as important, and this is for my people that's listening that want to be a chef. Do it. Do it. Make mistakes. Make as many mistakes as you possibly can. Because the more mistakes you make, the more you learn.
Right.
And I will consistently say that if you're not making mistakes, you're not learning. I make mistakes all the time when I make food. Hell, I almost fucked up spaghetti yesterday.
That's just life, man.
And you know what? That's okay. I'm cool with that, though. I'm completely okay with the fact that I messed up. Because I'm like, you know what? It's cool because that means I could do it better next time.
Right. Some days you just fuck up spaghetti, bro. You know? I'll get that tattooed on me right now. That's a good saying, actually. And I'll put Jason's name right under it. So that's a quote from my guy, Jason.
No.
It's about life. But it's true, though. You know? Like, it's possible to do everything right and still make a mistake.
But here's the cool thing, though, is I think you're getting a kick out of this. So when things start getting easier for me and I can actually afford to do more of the menu, I'm going to start adding a lot of Hispanic item menus on there as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
One of the item menus is going to be Cubano.
Oh, yeah, you can't go wrong with Cubanos coming off a truck.
Right.
Especially.
And it's going to be my own little way of doing it as an anime. Because I found out that in one of this newer seasons of Food Wars is about to drop soon, that's one of the things that Soma has to make. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be dope. Plus, for those of y'all that are wondering what are the best movies to watch involving a chef, I can give you the holy trinity of the three that I watch the most. Actually, there's a fourth one now that I fuck with really heavy too. It's on Netflix. So I can give you each film and where you can watch it. Chef, starring Jon Favreau, John Leguizamo.
Good movie.
And, amazing movie. They even have their own series, which is a little spinoff of Jon Favreau, cooking, which is a chef show on Netflix. But you can find the movie Chef on HBO Max. There's another movie called Hunger that is brand new on Netflix. You can watch it in English. You can watch it in Thai. It's an amazing cooking movie. Burnt stars Bradley Cooper, which is also on Netflix.
Haven't seen that one, but I've heard it's good.
Gordon Ramsay gave it high praise. I should tell you how good it is.
Oh, jeez, that's pretty good.
Yeah, if he gives you high praise, you know you're doing something right. Another one. Now, this one's a little more difficult to find. It's called Cooking It Up. It stars one of my favorite martial artists, Nicholas Say. You've probably might have seen Nicholas Say in a lot of different martial art films.
I have, yeah.
So, believe it or not, he's a real-life chef. Actually, I'm going to tell you what Nicholas Say is a chef. He's a fashion model. He has his own fashion industry, and he's a musician and sings and has several different albums.
I was going to say he's like a pop star, too, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
he's a pop star. Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, I still have a big crush on him.
Who doesn't? Come on, the
Who
man's
doesn't?
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Come on, he's gorgeous. Okay, any hairstyle he has, you're just like,
So you just couldn't do it.
okay.
Yeah.
It's like he can pull anything off. But I mean, we could say the same thing about Donnie Yen, who also is a chef. And I was like, do any of you not know how to cook?
Yeah.
Every last one of my favorite martial artists know how to cook, and I'm like, I don't want to be stereotypical, but they're all Asian.
It's an Asian
and they
thing.
all know how to cook.
No,
and I know that every Asian knows how to cook, but
as an
you guys
Asian-
are really knocking on that stereotype right now.
As an Asian person who also knows how to cook, by the way. Well, I can cook the things I know how to, and not chef
But
level.
you still know how to cook.
But I still know how,
Well,
yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. You can be a home cook and still know how to cook like a chef.
For sure.
The only difference is between a chef and someone that's a home cook is that a chef learns inside of a restaurant. You do not have to go to school for you to know how to be a chef.
Right.
So I want to point that out. For everybody keeps saying, oh, I got to go to school. No, you don't. You really don't. It's encouraged that you do. And if you were to go to school, do not go to a cooking school in the United States. Go to a cooking school out of the country.
Yeah, overseas, yeah.
Okay, like, mind you, I can't stand this individual, but I got to give him this because he made a lot of sense when he said it. I hate Andrew Tate, for those of you that do not know. I can't stand people like him and the platform that they have. But
Yeah, me
this is
neither.
the only time I actually can agree with him. Is that if you are going to do something in your life, travel. Travel as much as possible
that
and
makes
absorb
sense.
as much information as you possibly can. Because certain stuff that you might think you can learn in the US, you can learn better outside in the country. And I went, wow, you actually said something that actually makes sense for a change.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know what? Lightning strikes at least once.
Yeah. Now, did you say there
Yeah.
was a new season of Food Wars dropping? Because I thought it was done. I'm pretty sure it's done.
No, it's not done. They've been in talks and nothing's been confirmed yet, but I got a few friends that work in that little area of expertise.
It must be like an anime
and they've
only
been
thing.
teasing
Because
yeah, because the manga's finished. The manga's completely done. So they're thinking about finishing the manga with the anime now, and I'm like, all right, just say when.
the last season, which adapted the rest of the manga, was like 2 years ago. So that's why I'm curious. Like,
Well, I mean, at the very end of the manga, he's like in his 20s.
yeah.
He doesn't even finish school. He just goes off and becomes one of the best chefs in the world. And it's argued that, he gets married to Lady Arena, which is a given. It was, he should get with Megumi. No, that's like a sister to him. What about Meat? Nope, she just likes him because he's cute.
Meat. Yeah.
Meat.
Yeah.
No one could ever say her name right, so they go Meat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
and it's like, what,
it must be
No, go ahead,
it must
go
be a
ahead.
movie or something then, probably, right?
Possibly. I think that's what they're doing, is probably going to give us like a movie, which I'm completely okay with. Why not?
Yeah, the last season was like a little not as cool
Yeah,
as the
a
rest
little
of it,
bit
but like,
Oh no, I enjoyed the last season because you got the chance to see, Soma in a new light. You got the chance to see his mom,
yeah, that was cool.
which is the first.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I definitely love the fact you get a chance to see his mom. You now know how he got the scar on his forehead. You find out that he's the reason why his dad got back into cooking, which, honestly, I had something like that happen to me. So we're going to get a little sad here, but it's okay. And 2020, hands down, was the worst year of my life.
Sure.
So tomorrow will be the 3rd year anniversary of the passing of my second child, who died at 3 months old to brain cancer.
Oh, I apologize.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. Trust me, I'm doing way better now than I did back then. But I remembered I shut down from the world. I didn't want to be around anybody. I didn't want to cook or anything like that. And I got to give a huge shout out to my first kid's mom, Jazz, because she's the one that got me back to cooking again. Like, she's the one that gave me that spark to really get back into this. And it's crazy, full circle now. She's the main person helping me out on this damn truck outside of the other 2 people I live with. So it's always been funny on how this plays out because everything comes in a full circle. But when we talked about it, I remember I was depressed, like really, really spiraling down, depression, suicidal, trigger warning, y'all. But I was on the verge of just saying, I'm just going to fucking end this shit because I don't want to be around anybody. Fuck this, I'm out. And what happened was I'm just in the room and I have these pills in my hand and I'm like, I'm going to do it. Right before I do this, my best friend knocks on the door and she says, hey, can you cook for me?
Yeah.
That one sentence stopped me from taking my life because I had to come back to reality. Because I'm like, well, one, I still have a whole nother child that's here. She's now 7. Amazing kid, smart as a whip, full hundreds. Her lowest grade is a 94. Really, really proud of her. But this is how I knew something was going to go down with this. This is hands down the best food I've ever made her. She asked me to cook, I think it was pasta or something like that. And I got up, washed my face and hands. I looked at myself in the mirror and I went, let's just go cook. And I played music and just went into this zone. And it's kind of like with the NBA when people talk about their zone where they just do these crazy feats. Like when LeBron came back from a 3-1 deficit, which has never been done like that before. You just go into this mode. Now we have a name for it. It's called God mode is what we call it now.
Right.
You like Roman Reigns in this motherfucker right now. Like, I'm in God mode. Let's do this shit. And now I know how to tap into it. Like, actually, as a matter of fact, hang on. What was it I made you guys that one day where I just was in an entirely different headspace and you guys were like, oh my God, this was like the best thing you guys ever had? Was it the bento box? No, it wasn't. It was something else. It had the sausage and the ground beef in it. What was that? Was that the lasagna I made y'all? Or was it the pasta? It was a lasagna. I made them lasagna with ricotta and everything, and they went crazy for it. And I was like, yeah, nope, this is how I know this is It's definitely worth it. This is how I know this is gonna be good. You know, and we're gonna be great. This is how this is gonna go, and everything's just been clicking for me lately.
Mm.
You know, and it feels good to be able to do that because I'm like, yeah, nah, this is dope. I'm excited for when this plays out because now it's gonna be beautiful to see all this hard work pay off.
Yeah.
You know,
It's so crazy to me how, and this is, let me just tell you, this is why I am trying to get this EX series on this podcast, anime or not, right? I'm trying to get this EX series on this podcast off the ground. I think, like, because, like, I've had 2 bands on before, right? And I've been trying to message other bands and other kinds of people. I even messaged another chef, too, by the way, um,
Mhm.
a while ago. And just creative to creative person. It's almost like we go through these motions, right? And I think it's because, like, it's just so weird because as an illustrator and as a podcaster and you as a chef and a pro wrestler and everything, it's like I'm relating to you in my own way. And we go through these motions where, because I think creative type people feel intensely. And it's not like it's any secret to my listeners the mental health woes I've had. And I won't get too much into it, but man, if a lot of what you just said wasn't like relatable to me, you know, it's just like, what do you do? You know, and then sometimes,
yeah, it's like you go in this dark spot,
Mhm.
and like Bruce Lee calls it the void. That's just what he calls it. He calls it the void of unknown,
yeah,
where actually, you know what? Into the Dragon's the best example of that. When Mr. Han traps him,
yep,
and there's nothing for him to do. So what does he do? He just sits down and just meditates, goes into that mode. He's got them beating the crap out of these guys, but he's calm. He's calm. And mind you, I never tell anybody this, but I have a podcast. We just haven't been active in a while because we focus on the truck, but it's a horror podcast.
oh, that's
And we've
tough.
been looking for people to be guests on it as well that wouldn't mind coming in. If they feel comfortable showing their face, they can. If not, it's not a big deal. But it's called Nightmare Inquisition. So with us, we always have different topics we're talking about. We're having fun, and yeah, it can get a little heated, but it's nothing like we're being disrespectful to each other. It's like a heated debate, like anything else in the world, And this is me to you because you are an amazing, amazing, amazing woman. And I need you to understand how amazing you are. Yeah. I'm about to teach you to Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield here. Okay, say it with me. You're amazing. Can you say that with me?
Yeah.
Like, let's get back to this positive reinforcement.
No, I
here.
need to hear that. I need to hear that. Yeah.
You're amazing because you didn't have to ask me to be on the show. You was like, hey, you know what? I see what this guy is doing. I see what he's bringing to the table, and I want him on my show. And I'm grateful to be on here. Because guess what? When this gets aired, I'm hoping to come back and we do like a mukbang or something. Not no ASMR bullshit, because that is just.
Yeah. Just give me chewing.
I'm like, I'm ready to hit somebody every time I hear a crunch noise. Okay, like I'm sorry, I'm tired. I'm like, stop, like stop that shit. This is the fuck. But for me to you, the best advice I can give you is if you were ever in a dark spot, you contact me. I don't care if it's on here, and even if I don't answer right away because we're both busy, doesn't mean I don't give a shit. I got your back, and this is me up front being real with you. I have your back if you need me.
I appreciate that.
Okay, I don't care if I'm 10,000 fucking states away, countries away. I got you. You just hit me up, all right? I know shit can be rough, especially right now for our community with everything that we're going through with this whole, oh, we don't want, what in the world, drag queens and kings reading books to kids and stuff when we got bigger problems going on in the world. And I know it's been rough.
Right.
Because they're trying to delegalize certain stuff that's supposed to protect y'all.
Right.
And that's not fair. Like I mind you, yeah, I know this is supposed to be a fun podcast and stuff, but on the real, and this is really important for people that's listening that are like us. Do not stop following your dreams. I don't give a shit what it is. You want to be an exotic dancer, be the best goddamn exotic dancer you could be. You want to be a sex worker, be smart about your decisions. That's not saying don't be a sex worker. What I'm saying is look at the organization that you're trying to work for.
Oh yeah, because
Look at how many of them
take advantage of
are
you.
successful. Yeah, exactly. Because I have friends that are really deep into sex work, and they always tell me, I'm glad that I have somebody that has my back that's going to look out for me, because I'm so deep into that where I can tell you who's good to go to and who's not. And they'll call me, hey, should I? No. Because that person's going to not only take advantage of you, they have a bad reputation, take advantage of workers. You're going to want to go over here and hit them up because they'll take better care of you. And they always make sure that the women and men are taken care of. Everybody's doing proper testing. Everybody's doing COVID tests and stuff like that. Because yes, COVID is still around. It's just not as crazy as it was 3 years ago.
Well, then you just hear stories too of like people like they're blaming themselves. Like, dude, it's not your fault, man. They take advantage of everyone out here. You know what I mean? Like,
no. There's one guy that's still in the industry. I'm surprised he's still there.
Right.
Because it was a lot of SA and RP that was going on with him. Like, he'll have them like shoots that's supposed to go for 2 hours go for 10. They're still over there. He would, drug them and do everything else under the sun, and would, cream pie instead of facial. And we're like, yo, that's not my boy. That's not right.
That's not what we agreed on.
There's no consent there, buddy. Like, what's going on? And he still works. And I'm like, how the fuck are y'all still letting this guy work? And I'm like, you know what? Don't let me see this dude. Don't let me see this guy.
Well, that's the shit I mean, man. That's exactly the shit I mean right there. It's like that we creatives go through these.
Mm-hmm.
There are people that will take advantage of chefs. There are people who will take advantage of,
most
illustrators.
Definitely.
They'll say, oh yeah, I got you, and then I'll do the work, and it's like, oh, I'm glad I got half down, dude. Damn, like you just ran off with like, you could have ran off with Mauro. Good thing I didn't send you any of the final stuff yet. Shit. You know what I mean? There are people who do that to me.
Yeah, there is.
It's like
and that's not fair.
I think that's another reason why I want to do this series, like, because now you and I can look out for each other, and we can look out for other people, and
of course
build community that way with other creative type people. Like, I think more so too, like, it might be cool to like find other anime podcasts in my network who I'm friends with, and just be like, dude, let's talk about what it's like, for you. Like, what's your editing process like versus mine versus whatever? What's Jason's process like making this dish versus doing this, doing that? You know what I mean?
You can ask me that right now. I can give you an answer depending on what the dish is.
No, I was just making an example,
but you'd be surprised on how a process works for chefs, though, because, like, in my world, it's so different. Like, every walk of life is so damn different.
Right.
Like, when I first got started in school, I will never forget what my chef said to us, Chef Chris Hudson, to be exact, who was my professor at Lake Cole Culinary when I was living in Memphis. We had about maybe 80 students in the class. It was the daytime and the nighttime students together, so really a total of 40 each class. So he comes in, and he goes, hey, I'm your professor and stuff like that. I call him the Black Gordon Ramsay. The reason why is because he's just like Gordon every way, man. Like, the meticulousism, everything he's been doing, the works. Like, he's just like Gordon. So he goes, how many of y'all can cook? And like half the damn people raise their hand. He goes, how many of y'all think you can cook? And like, a few people raised their hand. He said, how many of y'all feel like y'all arguably like the best cooks in here? Like, you can outcook everybody. Damn near almost everybody raised their hand. He said, okay. How many of y'all think you can outcook me? Only 4 people raised their hand, me included, of that 4.
Sure.
You know what he did? He had all 4 of us go in their kitchen and cook something to go against his. And that is the day my black ass got humbled. Oh, man, he whipped my ass. I'm like, oh, I got this. This is easy work. Let me go ahead and get these burgers real quick. This man made the same thing I did. The only difference is that he seasoned it up just a little bit more, and he gave it time to rest. Because we had 45 minutes to make the food. He put the burger meat in the fridge for it to solidize, and he froze it. So when you throw it down on the pan, it cooks a certain way. All you gotta do is just smash it. He made smash burgers.
Right.
And this is how I learned how to cook properly. And he said, I love the fact that all four of you challenged me. You're not afraid to step up. But know to always go with the best ones that you have on your menu. If you know you're really good at making burgers, perfect it. You know you're making good at chicken, perfect it. How many times we seen people go to KFC? They order the same shit every time.
Right.
Popeyes makes the same thing every single time. That shit don't change. Same recipe, and it's amazing food.
Right.
You know, and mind you,
do it well, and you do it how it's supposed to be done.
Yeah,
and you have it good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, so even with you with the podcast, if you're gonna do it, perfect it.
Yeah.
Have it to a point where you can have 6 people on at once.
Right.
You know, build a platform that's gonna help other people get to where they need to be. It goes a long way, every single way you look at it. So for us, how we do this shit is, I know the next time you have me on, I can have the other 2 chefs that's going to be with me on. Because mind you, their food looks amazing. Okay, I showed you this Maki stuff. I'm waiting on Desi to send me her stuff. It's going to be a little bit. I'm probably not going to get her stuff until probably the end of next week. Because she's also in school. She's in culinary school.
Right.
And I was like, I ain't going to hold you. I would have told you left school and go out to, out the country. But she was like, the school that she's at is actually arguably one of the best schools you can go to, and it has a 25% graduation rate. So with her being there, that's a big deal.
Right.
And I'm like, you're gonna do great things. And she goes, well, I feel like I can learn a lot from you. I said, honestly, I can learn a lot from y'all too as well. Never be afraid to learn. That's my go-to. I don't care what it is you do in life. Don't be afraid to learn something. I don't care if you've been doing it for 20 years. That kid that's been in there for 10 might be able to teach you something you didn't even know you can do. Because everything's always evolving. I don't know how many times I've seen somebody come up with a new way of making a chicken sandwich. I've seen too many people make chicken sandwiches multiple different ways.
Right.
You know, I found out recently that I can actually do a sweetener with maple syrup. Like Mrs. Buttersworth maple syrup. For boba tea.
Right. It's like, how long have I been going without that knowledge? Like,
Exactly. Like, damn, how long ago? Like, exactly that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. No, I'm with that. We can all learn from each other.
Yeah.
That's like the point. That's the whole point. It's the whole point. You know what I mean? Like, of course, like I wanted you want to hype up the truck and shit. But like, that's the other part of this creative series. It's like, just talk to the creative people and show people what it's like, show people what it's all about, So I appreciate that.
Of course.
I appreciate that. So, I mean, honestly, here's what I'm going to need from you, though. Is I'm going to need the schedule so I can post it in the description so people can catch.
For right now, we could do MomoCon.
MomoCon's the for sure one in a couple weekends.
For sure.
So, like,
yes.
If you're listening to this right now, it's 2 weekends from today. Yeah, 25th.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yes. So you should go there. And then
they still have tickets.
I'll make sure that Danny and Ed from Anime Plummet get on the horn on Twitter to update that. Okay. But yeah, dude, I appreciate you coming on and telling people about your food and your creative process, and just like, I think everyone trots their own trot, and you trot your trot a special way. And I think it's cool to highlight that stuff, regardless of anime or not. And it just happens to work out that we're both anime fans. You got an anime food truck. Let's do it. You know what I mean? So like,
exactly. I really just comes in a full circle because I was like, you know what? Nah, this is a perfect opportunity for us to really talk more and get more in depth on everything that we've been doing and stuff like that. And just so people don't know, I am looking for people that want to work on this damn truck too, because some of the people I have, I'm about to put one of them on maternity leave. So she's about to have her baby soon. So this event's going to help her with everything she needs, but we're going to need 2 or 3 more people. So if you are looking for a job that pays well and takes good care of you and you want to learn how to cook, hit me up.
Also, congratulations on the baby. Congratulations. Shout out.
Yeah. Big shout outs to Elizabeth and Devin. I'm so proud of them. They named this baby as my god baby, so I'm excited.
Shout out.
I'm excited to see this baby.
Shout out. That's exciting as hell. Oh, congratulations to you on being the godfather. Hell yeah.
Right.
But yeah, dude. So send me all that good stuff, okay? And then I'm
I got
gonna
you.
take these photos right now, make an immigrant link so people can look at these pictures. I appreciate the in-depth convo. Sometimes, once in a while, it's good to have these on here, and that's the whole point of this creative series is to connect two creatives together and see what the good word is all about. You know, that's what I kind of believe in. I believe in helping each other out creative wise, you know, because oftentimes us creative types, we feel deeply, we work really hard to get to where we get to, you know what I mean? It's not like we just like woke up and we're like really good at like cooking and drawing and doing, you know what I mean? Like we work at it every day, right? So that's why it's super cool to me, you know. So I love you for coming on. Thank you so much for coming on again and again. I apologize for
no, you don't have to apologize. It happens. It's life. That was really more so my fault because I'm like, I can do it from my phone, not realizing the phone's choppy.
Yeah.
Instead of doing it from a laptop and stuff. And I'm like, oh well, I'm a jackass. I do this shit, right? Fuck it.
But I will put this out this week, and you guys are listening to this. You want to hear Jason come back on, or if we want to hear more about Jason, I'm gonna try some of his food at some point. It'll be delicious, and it'll be super fun. And if you guys have any ideas of other creative type people that want to come on and talk all that talk with me, I would appreciate it. And any links that Jason, any links you want to send me to put in the description of anything you're doing, you know, whether it's your food truck or your podcast or the other stuff you got going on at other cons, just give it to me and I'll put it all in there so you guys can go follow. Please go follow. Okay, all the social media links that I put down there, please do it. Please, please, please. It would mean a lot to me. It would also more so mean a lot to Jason. So thank you so much for coming on again, dude. I appreciate it. I love you very much. And any last things you want to say before we bust out of here?
You know what? Yeah, just one last thing. I'm pretty sure everybody get a kick out of this, so I might piss up the anime community, but Demon Slayer's trash. Okay. Demon Slayer's trash, all right? To all the Demon Slayer fans out there, you suck.
Come on, man.
Okay. Dragon Ball Z, guys, hey, there are plenty of people that could beat Goku, including a 14-year-old girl with a gun. Okay? A 9-year-old with a pistol can kill Goku. Okay? Stop picking on people because they like their favorite animes. They're being dicks. One last thing. This is super important. This is super important. Okay. So, if you're going to cosplay's for everybody. Cosplay who the fuck you want to cosplay. Stop being fucking assholes and racist about it. Because every character that you're cosplaying is Japanese. They're not white.
That's so true.
They're Japanese. They're not white. Because their complexion is light doesn't mean shit. If you've never been to Japan or you've never watched actual Korean or Japanese shows, you wouldn't know that they're actually damn near white passing.
Yeah, right.
They're pale. The only difference is the facial features. That's the only difference, guys. That's it. Stop being racist assholes. White people.
People don't
stop it.
People don't see those comments. It's like, dude, they're out there, man. They're fucking.
They really are. Like, my best friend is. Oh, my best friend's white passing Asian. And he looks white. And I'm like, yeah, he's Japanese. They are what? Yeah, he's Japanese. I've worked with him for over 15 years.
Yeah.
Half my damn life. I've known him since I was in high school. He's my homie ever since. And he has 2 restaurants in Japan. One's a ramen shop and the other one's a diner. And I'm like, let me get to Japan now. Let me take this trip out there so I can go ahead and kick it with you and you can show me a few things, man, so you can teach me how to make this ramen properly, from scratch, the cool way of making ramen. I worry about going to the store and getting the one that's already done. I'm trying to do that dough, roll it up and chop it type stuff.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, dude, it doesn't matter your race, shape, or gender or whatever. You can cosplay literally anyone you want to, and nobody can tell you shit. And if they do, they're stupid. Waste of time.
Kick them in the dick.
Kick him in. Punch him in the liver.
Grab his dick and twist it. Okay.
Go for the kidneys.
Look, if it's a woman, I'm against domestic violence. But if you're a woman and another woman's fucking with you, you ball up your fist and you falcon punch her in a cunt waffle. All right.
You falcon
punch the shit out of it. And when you hit her, you make sure you scream out Falcon Punch, or better yet, you grab a purse and you start whipping her ass and goes, "That's my purse. I don't know you."
don't
And
know
consistently
you.
beat the fuck out of her. Okay.
Hey, that 100% works. Okay, I've seen the episode. All right.
It does. 100% works. "That's my purse. I don't know you," and kick him in the ding dong, bro. Fuck off.
You kick
I
Chang with
figured ending it off with
you
a
kick
laugh would
Chang
be
with
perfect.
Son in the dick. Oh
So
man.
you're gonna grab the dick, you're gonna squeeze it, you're gonna twist it a little bit, and you're gonna watch him sound like a bitch. Now, if he's into that, I don't know
You might
how to
be in
help
trouble.
you get out of that situation.
You might be in trouble if he's into it.
Yeah, if he's into it, well, there's got to be some stuff you can do. I mean, you could stick your finger up his ass. I don't know if he might be into that too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that they might sound similar. They might just be into all of it. They're into all of it. Let's just pretend they're into. Then you just turn around and run away. That's yeah.
my partner went, "You run," and as soon as she said that, you said that too.
Yeah, just leave.
like I don't know what anime it is. I have no idea what anime this was, but it's funny as hell. This guy was in an alleyway and he has like this jersey and pants on. He puts his hands behind his head and he starts pelvic thrusting. Rips off his shirt and pants, but he's wearing lingerie. Women's lingerie to be exact, and he starts pelvic thrusting towards these guys. They start running away and shit. If you're caught in that situation, it's pelvic thrust towards the guy. I'm pretty sure he'll just run away.
Oh yeah.
Run away. I don't think you, or for my people that like to make money, for the guys that have a what is it called, the degradation kink or something like that?
Degradation. Oh yeah, like a humiliation.
Yeah. So if
thing.
they have that, if they have the humiliation kink, just step on his dick, make money. Say, "Hand me $50, I'll step on you."
Yes.
Because that's the thing a lot of men are into. Because look, let me find a Lady Dimitrescu cosplay.
Yeah, Lady Dim Dim.
And go, I'm trying to find a woman that could pay $1,500 to fucking step on me. All right, like, mommy. All right, let her dress up as Rhea Ripley. It's a wrap.
Yeah, I would give anything for her to powerbomb me right now. I'll tell you that. Right now.
Oh my god,
dude.
her or Bianca Belair,
Yeah.
I'd risk it all.
I'd risk it all.
I know Montez is the hubby and all, but like, bro, you could let her have a side, dude.
You could.
All right, I can take her out and I'll bring you a to-go box of food.
Yeah.
I see that as a win-win.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, that's good. That's good. Jason, thanks for coming on, man.
No problem.
Everything
no
is in the
problem.
description that you need to see. Everything is in there, so check it out, please. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I love you guys very much. Thanks for coming on, Jason. I love you too. And
Love you too.
I've been Sam. That's been Jason, aka Chef Soma, and this has been the Anime Summit podcast.